Don't be surprised if you don't get one past me, son. I was a pretty good goalie in my day. They used to call me the Sieve.
Wait, what?
The Sieve, that was my nickname. They used to call me the Sieve.
Dad, do you know what sieve means?
Yeah, it's a Russian term for super saver.
No, it's a strainer. Like when you're draining water off of pasta, you use a sieve.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Why would they call me that? Oh, mother...
Nice save, sieve.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast. And now, here's Andrew.
Every time I think of you, I feel a shot right through.
Happy Easter and welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I'm, of course, Andrew, and I'm again joined by my dad, Mark Jancy. Welcome back to the show.
Well, happy Easter to you, my buddy, and I'm okay. Anyone's wondering about the gruesome injury they saw in the opening of the show,
Oh, yeah.
I am just fine. Recovered 100%, I would say.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, let's have some fun. We had some fun shooting our opening this week.
We did.
You had a very important task.
I did. Yeah, it was
Other than your acting
very risky.
and your hockey skill, we needed you to toss the ball into my manland
Yeah.
to make the shot.
Yeah.
So let's play a little game.
All right.
How many takes do you think it took? Does that make sense? How many takes did it took? How many takes do you think it took to nail the shot that we needed? Any guesses? Let's have a look. I'll just put it up here now. Let's have a look. So there's 1, 2. There's the third one. That was a bit high. And number 4 was low. 5 was a bit high. 6 was low. 7, low. Almost low. 8, nope, way high. Top of the Leaf logo. 9 was low. 10, oh, no, high again. 11.
Hit the Leaf logo.
What about 11? No, low again. 12, lucky number 13.
Oh, 13.
13 takes to get the money
13
shot,
takes.
so to speak. That was
Wow.
fun. That was fun.
It was fun. It was a risky task. I had to make sure I didn't. It had to be very, very soft, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I'm glad to know that you're not too keen on hurting your old man.
No, I wasn't gonna be like that. No,
So that music that brought us in, that was New Order.
it was.
It's called Bizarre Love Triangle. That is from 1986.
Oh wow.
And I can remember, as I put up this photo, I was a teenager in Toronto. We drove downtown in 1988, I want to say. I was about 16 and went to the Eaton Center, and I bought the New Order Substance album. As you see, I'm holding there. I still have it. That song appeared on that album. That was kind of a greatest hits album, but it's actually off a New Order album called Brotherhood from 1986. I know this is probably information you don't need to know, but
Well,
I am full of useless
This is
information.
information that I didn't know because I've actually that's the first time that intro is the first time I've actually ever heard that song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great song. But like I said, I am full of useless information, and anything you want to know that you don't think you know, I might know it.
All right.
Okay, so what have you been doing all week? It
Well,
was a big week.
it was a big week.
Yeah.
Just got over a fever.
Yeah, you were not well. You had a really bad fever a couple of nights ago, sweating it out of you.
I did, and now I'm good. Tired.
That's good.
but
Well,
good.
lots of time to sleep. You're off on Easter break right now, aren't you?
Yeah, today's Easter Sunday, as I said in the beginning. Happy Easter to everybody. And actually, this is kind of monumental because I didn't say what I just said Happy Easter.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
last time, if you remember, St. Patrick's Day, I went what, but no, I didn't this time.
I guess it comes with being a seasoned veteran
It does.
like you are, hey? So the Leafs are rolling again.
Yeah, 3-0 over the Sabres last night.
And Major League Baseball is back with a vengeance.
It is back.
I posted this short yesterday. This was Aaron Judge. This is in 2019. Look at the seats we had. Aaron Judge. I don't know who the pitcher is. I want to say Biagini, but I'm not totally sure. Watch how close this is to a home run. Watch the center fielder. Oh, I love that sound. Don't you love that sound? Watch the center fielder. Warning track. And not today, Aaron Judge. Sit down.
Sit down.
Good seats they were, too. Wow.
Aaron Judge, one of the best players in baseball.
Oh yeah, he's a scary guy. He's a scary guy.
The only guy you could put in front of him would probably be Ohtani.
That's a tough one. If I had to choose, I'd probably take Ohtani because of the pitching side. But Aaron Judge is a game breaker.
He's a scary guy, man.
Yep.
And he's very tall.
Yep. So what are we doing today, my son?
Today we're playing a game.
What game are we playing today?
Send, save, or delete.
Send, save, or delete.
Or delete.
How does this work again?
Well, I have three emails here.
Yep.
And I'm going to read them. And if you think it's going to happen, you send it. If you think it's going to happen a little later, save it. And if you think it's not going to happen at all, well, delete it.
Easy.
These are emails.
Easy peasy. Emails that you drafted
in the draft box.
That you're not sure if you want to send them because they are probably going to happen. Save them because you're not sure, or delete them because it's just silly and you shouldn't be sending stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. That would be spam.
That would be spam.
We don't want to send spam.
We don't want to send spam.
All right. Well, how about we start with how many statements you say you have?
3.
3 statements. All right. Well, let's start with statement number 1. Whenever you are ready, sir.
To whom it may concern.
That's me.
Yeah, it is. Please be advised that Toronto Blue Jays will make the playoffs this year. Sincerely, Andrew Chansey. They're not off to the best start. They're 1-2. They lost 5-1 last night to the Rays. And they are not off to the best start offensively. They're in the same position they were last year. So my email here says they will make the playoffs.
Are you trying to put me in a bad mood on Easter Sunday?
I'm not trying to.
So your email says they will make the postseason.
Yeah. Yes.
And we want to know if we should send that because we think it's going to happen. You know what I'm going to say to that one?
What?
I'm going to say that should absolutely be deleted because the Blue Jays are not going to make the postseason. And I've spent the last couple of days watching them in Tampa playing the Rays in their opening series. And they did have a good Thursday. They won 8-2. And then they lost 8-2. And I can't remember what the score was last night, but
5-1.
It's early. I understand it's early, and I'm not going to panic or anything, but I do not see a difference in this team. I still see runners in scoring position, and nobody can get a base hit to bring in the runs when we need them to.
Yeah, I'm totally deleting it because just like you said, this team has no difference. The biggest addition, you could argue, offensively, was Daniel Vogelbach.
Well, probably Justin Turner.
Justin Turner, but still.
But you really only you've swapped out an old DH, Brandon Belt, for a new old DH, Justin Turner / Vogelbach. I don't see the improvement. And while I'm watching the game last night specifically, I kept thinking to myself, "Oh, who's coming up? Who's coming up? There's nobody." There's no Aaron Judge on our team. Yeah,
it's like you said this like for a long time off camera. Like Aaron Judge, you play the Yankees, you see Aaron Judge come up. That's fear.
You are scared to death. He's going to do you in.
But here you see Vladdy, and you don't think anything.
There's nobody on the Blue Jays that scares me.
No.
They just I don't know. Maybe it's just early. They haven't figured it out yet. But they have the exact same approach at the plate. Everybody comes up, starts swinging at everything that's thrown down at them, whether it's in the strike zone or not. They're down 0-2 early in the count, early in the at bat, and then the pressure's on, and they don't deliver. And
that's
it's
just exactly what it is.
Same old.
It is. All right.
So we're both deleting that one. We both don't think the Blue Jays are going to make the postseason.
We do not.
I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but facts are facts, boy.
You can't really be too negative about this team because it's just all negative stuff.
Well, I could go off on a rant, but it's Easter. I'm going to keep it happy.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it family-oriented. That's statement 1. We want to go with statement number 2 now. Send, save, or delete. Go ahead, sir. Read me your email.
To whom it may concern.
Another one to me.
Yep. I wanted to make you aware that Ilya Samsonov will start Game 1 of the playoffs. If you have any questions, please contact me. Regards, Andrew Chansey. Will Ilya Samsonov be the starter in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I am 100% on the Ilya Samsonov train. I am absolutely amazed at the turnaround this young man has made. It was, just before Christmas, he was waived through the league. Nobody wanted him. He just put his head down, did his work, and now he's back. And boy, he looked good last night. He made some unbelievable stops when the Leafs took the 3-0 win over the Sabres. But yes, he will start Game 1. And not only that, they should prepare him now to start Game 1. They shouldn't be doing this back and forth to try to determine who they think it's going to be. Samsonov's the guy. And I am so on the Samsonov train. I think he is a breath of fresh air. He is hilarious with the media. And part of that is because he doesn't have a perfect understanding or use of the English language. So the Russian accent and some of the words he misuses, they're comical. He had a great quote last night, which I can't repeat on air.
No.
But it sums up all the work he's put in. Last time he was in Buffalo,
Lost 9-3.
they lost 9-3. I think he was yanked after 5 goals on 9 shots.
That's just...
Last night comes back to Buffalo, shutout. He's
I
been remarkable since his return and his turnaround. Yes, we're sending that one. If Ilya Samsonov doesn't start the playoffs, I will be severely disappointed. I think Woll is the goalie of the future, but I'm not there yet with him. It seems every game there's that one goal that shouldn't go in.
Yeah.
And it kills the team. But he's young.
Yeah, and I'm going to send it too, because he was a starter last year.
Copycat.
No, but he was a starter last year, and he was great, and until he got injured, and they made to put Woll in. But, with Woll, I just don't see it yet. One game he does really well, and the next game he doesn't have such a great game. I mean, his game against Washington, he did well, but...
Now, Woll had it going before he got injured.
He did, yeah.
Then he suffered the high ankle sprain, and he's really just coming back from that. So it'll take some time. But in the meantime, I think you've got your number one.
Yeah,
and, it's funny because before Christmas, I wanted Tree Living to figure out any way possible to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, well, they still might not want to re-sign him.
I don't know. I think he's good for the team.
Yeah, me too.
Any fella that can face what he faced and turn it around like he has, that tells me something.
Yeah.
And they're the kind of guys you want on your team. It's do anything you can to win, and he's showing that he is willing to do anything he can to help this team. So good for Samsonov. I hope he has a great Easter.
Yep. I hope he does too.
So that was statement number 2.
Yep.
We have one more to go, you think?
We do.
All right. Statement number 3 of send, save, or delete.
To whom it may concern.
They're all to me.
They are all to you.
Okay.
I am reaching out to let you know that Vladimir Guerrero Jr., just talked about him, will have a bounce-back year and will re-sign with the Blue Jays on a long-term deal. Thank you for your cooperation. Respectfully, Andrew Chansey. No.
Now, that's two-part send, save,
It
or
is.
delete.
It is a
And
two-part.
I'm going to answer them kind of separately. Will he have a bounce-back year? No. He won't have a bounce-back year because I don't think there's any special Vladdy. I think the hype was the hype, and I think Vladdy is an average guy that's going to hit 25, 30 home runs, knock in around 100 RBIs, and he's going to hit 260, 270. So if he does that, that's Vladdy. I don't think there's a bounce-back year in him. I don't think he's any better than we're seeing. The second part, they'll sign him to a long-term deal. Well, yeah, Ross Atkins will, because they all believe that he is the one that's going to take them to the promised land.
They do believe that.
And as long as Ross Atkins is around, yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to sign him, but he's not going to do anything special to warrant hundreds of millions of dollars. It'll be interesting to see what the contract is, but nope. So how would I handle that one? He won't have a bounce back year, but they will sign him. What do I do with that? I can't send it.
I mean,
I'm just going to delete it.
Yeah, just delete it.
I'll just delete that one.
Yeah.
You kind of tricked me with that one, but yeah, no bounce back year because there's nothing to bounce back from. Vladdy is Vladdy, and they will sign him. But I don't know. I want this Ross Atkins. Well, I want him gone.
Yeah.
But they need to move on from this idea that Vladdy and Bo Bichette are the two that we need, because they aren't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to save it.
Oh,
both
sitting on the
parts.
fence, are you?
I'm going back to this just for one statement, because on both parts of it, because I want to see how he starts the season. And maybe, he had 1 year where he hit almost 50 home runs. And I want to see how he starts the season. But what I also want to see is if the Blue Jays have as bad a year as we think they're going to have, if they fire everybody, if they clean house, this new GM that they bring in probably won't see it in Vladdy, just like we don't. And then that might be the end of Vladdy. So I'm saving it because I want to see, if Ross Atkins gets canned, he will not,
Ross Atkins has been the general manager of the Toronto Blue Jays.
9 years.
This is his 9th year.
This is 9th year.
They have done nothing. They have built around Vladdy and Bo, and it doesn't work.
And mind you,
go ahead.
He replaced Alex Anthopoulos, who
Don't
was,
even go
who
there.
was perfect.
Don't even go there.
Perfect.
He's only won 2 World Series with the Braves since he's gone, hasn't he?
No, one.
Just one?
Just one.
Almost 2.
He's president now.
Yeah. He wasn't good enough. So they brought in Shapiro and Atkins, and to me, they've made a mess of everything. It was Atkins who decided they were going with the defense-first approach.
Yeah.
Look how that turned out, right? Yeah, they only allowed a couple of runs, but they can only score 1. So that's why they lost so many one-run games last year, and they're going to continue to do that because I don't see a difference, and there's nothing coming behind them. There's no one on the injured list. Maybe Joey Votto can save his team.
Maybe.
You think?
I mean, and Vladdy's quoted as saying last year was the trailer, this year's the movie. That was a couple of years ago now, but that was that's one of the biggest jokes that's
Vladdy's
ever been
good
said.
for a stupid quote, but that's basically what Vladdy's been good for the last number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and touching on last week's video, we talked about video reviews and challenges and technology in sports. I have watched a little bit of baseball the last few days, and I just have to make the comment. Major League Baseball really needs to stop networks from drawing that strike zone square around the plate on broadcasts because it's just making umpires look totally incompetent.
It is. They are, yeah.
The number of pitches that were outside the strike zone yesterday that were called strikes, and the number of pitches that were inside the strike zone that were called balls, I don't understand why they're allowing themselves to look so silly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It's like you'll see a pitch go high on the drawn strike zone, and you think that wasn't a strike, but the strike zone, that's not.
Some of them aren't not even close.
I know
they're 12 inches outside the strike zone, and they call it a strike.
It's ridiculous.
Why they would allow them to look so silly, I don't know. I wouldn't be happy if I was an umpire, but hey,
that's what it is. Smarter
people than us make these decisions, hey?
They do.
So that's it for that part of the show. You know where we are now?
We're at the weight loss journey.
We're up we have to report our weight loss journey. So you got on the scale there last Thursday.
I did.
I see you were working out pretty hard. That's you on the treadmill this week.
I wasn't running like you were, but I was walking.
Well, you did pretty well for having a little bug in you.
Yeah.
So what did the scale have to say to you this week, my son?
The scale told me I was down 1.4 pounds.
Woohoo! And what is that in total to date?
It's 19.8. I shouldn't say only. 19.8.
19.8 pounds you've lost.
I missed a 20 by 0.2.
That's fine. You are doing outstanding. I've been noticing last couple of days your face is slimming out, and
Yeah,
I can see the difference on you now. Imagine what it's going to be like in 20 more pounds.
It's gonna be that's gonna be crazy.
So I didn't have as good a week as you. I thought I had it going. And then when I weighed myself on Friday, I was only down 0.6 pounds, but down.
Yeah, at least you're still down.
And I started this before Christmas, long before you joined me, and I'm down 32 pounds to date.
That's great. Awesome.
But unfortunately, with guys our size, we have to lose 50 just to lose the next 50.
That's true.
So let's keep her going.
Yep.
We're doing absolutely outstanding, I think.
We are,
anyway.
very much so.
And we'll skip the scale this week.
Yeah, because of Easter?
Because it's Easter, and like I said, we're not sitting in the corner eating lettuce today.
Yeah, don't want to do that today, no.
We're going to be loading up on turkey and peas pudding.
And everything.
And Yeah, no, we'll see how we do in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time.
So we won't report on next week's show, but
We will not.
we will not.
We will not. So, thank you for listening.
Well, that was fun.
It was fun. Thank you for listening and watching this episode, 10 Minutes with Andrew. And if you found us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment. And we'll be back next Sunday with the next episode.
Absolutely. And I hope I don't have to take any more shots in the manland.
I hope not either.
All right, buddy. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.